Welcome to World Sports Car Day here at Porsche Melbourne. Now we're privileged enough to get an invite down here today. We're just setting up. World Sports Car Day is tomorrow and we've got our RWB here. Welcomed by the Porsche Melbourne community and the dealership here in Melbourne. But we're actually lined up with a few very special cars, so I might take a quick look at those. We've got a Targa here, it's a 964 Carrera 4. Black interior. It's got Targa roof, is absolutely perfect on it. We've got a 356 here, but this is a Carrera. And we'll probably get some better shots of this tomorrow. And hopefully we'll be able to get and look inside the engine bay, because that has got a 4-cam motor. 356A, 1600 GT. What year is that? 1959. There we go. We do want to take a look at that engine though tomorrow. Our RWB is here. We are in our new livery with Hammerhead written down the side. But let's not get too distracted because we've got a Carrera GT. Black with a terracotta interior. This turned up on a flatbed today. I don't know if they're still under restrictions not to drive them from Porsche, because I think they had the problems with the suspension struts in the rear. So I think people are still under instructions still not to drive them. That's a lovely rear end, that is. While we're parked up and they're all getting set up for tomorrow, we will just take a look around and see what else is here, because I think we might get a little bit of a sneak peek. So we've got a bit of a selection. This looks like it's a RS of some description. It does look like it might be a Manthey Racing RS. Here I've got a lovely, I don't know if that's Viper Green 964. It is nice to the, that's probably Riviera blue in the 911. That 964 in, oh, let's just check if it is Viper Green. Signal green, there we go. A little bit off, but it's a gorgeous colour. Look at that thing. Lovely backdrop for it as well. Got a Weissach pack Porsche GT3 RS in what looks like purple. It's a deep purple and the gold. That is an absolutely stunning colour on that. The RS on the wing really sets it off as well. Great number plate as well. Just the mounting carbon fibre on the top. Wow, that's gorgeous. We will wander down and take a look here. GT4 RS, but it is a Weissach pack and it's a Manthey Racing car as well. Love the aero wheels. Then we've got a Porsche Dakar. Love the livery. Nardo grey with the Martini livery on it. Let's see if we can get a better picture down the side. Love the rack on the front as well, because it has all the lights on it. Normally with the Nardo grey, like, it was very popular for a long time. I'm not too sure about it now, but with that Martini livery on it, it looks brilliant. And a vintage Alan Hamilton Safari Porsche 911 as well. This must have some history. I might try and grab somebody tomorrow to give us a bit of a lowdown on this car. This has probably got an amazing story behind it. Look at that in there. It's got think, think, think written on the dials. That must be for when you're getting a little bit carried away. All the lightweight drilling holes in everything. It looks like it might be a 3.6 in there. Plexiglass windows to lighten it all up. Oh, that might be a bit of a standout for tomorrow. Might have to open this up, and there it is. Think, think, think. Well, that's it. We've dropped the RWB off. Let's fast forward to tomorrow's big show. Well, good morning. We are starting our day and our adventure on World Sports Car Day. We're actually down at Porsche Doncaster to start off with. We've got a lineup of racing cars and sports cars out the front here. We're actually going to do a bit of a tour today. We're going to do Porsche Doncaster, Brighton and Porsche Melbourne, where our RWB is currently sat. We're going to do a bit of the full round the world tour of World Sports Car Day. Porsche Doncaster, we'll look at the lineup here. We'll skip the safety car, which is a Taycan, and here we'll go straight to the race cars. These actually have quite a few events on, and they participate in a lot of the racing series. Oh, classic air-cooled here as well. Yeah, they are cracking lineup outside. We've seen this GT4 at a number of events, the Club Sport, but what has caught our eyes is this GT4 RS here. The colour on this car is absolutely gorgeous. Why is that pack on it? But that is really nice. Might have to ask the dealer what colour that is. The yellow on it as well, the yellow accents. And on the top there, that's really, really nice. That colour pops. That's actually Oslo blue. So they've got a bit of a lineup inside of eras of 911s. But what did catch our eyes is this Targa. It's lilac. Look at that. And the colour on it as well. We've already started off with some really nice colours this morning. It is a 911E 2.4. That lilac is stunning. I don't think we can get it in the light there with the glass right behind us. That's nice. Lovely interior as well. Houndstooth interior. That is a gorgeous little thing. Next to it we've got a 74. Again, immaculate condition. Little ducktail on it. And we've seen this one a couple of times. I thought it was acid green, but it's actually apple green. Nice to see today. SC cookie cutter wheels. Like a tan interior. That apple green is lovely. 964 turbo paint to sample car. And then we've got a 993 GT2 type there in speed yellow. It is parked right next to a Carrera GT. What I didn't realise as well is that is a Sultan of Brunei's car, right hand drives. They've got a food truck and some donuts. I'm feeling up for one of those now. Got a donut now, and we've also got a Cayman 718, and it's white wheeling the world. I actually don't mind that spec on that at all. Back to the donut. GT2 RS Club Sport. We're down at Porsche Brighton. A good close-up view of this. It's got a nice decal on the front there. So that is the GT2 RS. Look at that. All ripped out on the inside. Very nice. Exhaust. And there she is inside. And this is the 911 ST. White wheels again, very popular at the moment. Lovely spec with it being black. It's got the racing seats, carbon fibre on the interior. That one looks like it's actually a 6-speed manual. It probably won't show up very good on camera, but heritage and the colour of the car and the shape of the car, I just don't think the camera will pick up the shape and the dimensions of the car particularly well, but it is just a gorgeous thing. Yeah, I don't think the camera won't do this justice. This in person is by far better than any of the photos that I've actually seen of the car. And the wheels are, let's call them pearl. Pairing size of wings, we've got the GT3 RS there with the new wing on the back. But that GT2 RS, that wing is enormous. It is a little bit strange because the Sport Classic that we just saw at Porsche Doncaster is a 7-speed. This is a 6-speed, and I'm not quite sure what defines them going between a 7 and a 6-speed manual. Now it's the end of the day. We didn't film anything inside the Porsche Melbourne event because there's music all over the place. We'll probably get a copyright strike, but I hope you enjoyed the insert of some of the footage that we had. We're here picking our RWB up, and the good point of the day is that I feel a million times better now. Footage in this video today. We're at a Cars and Coffee event down at Porsche Brighton following our Sports Car Together day yesterday. We're out in the RWB again. We are feeling so much better than yesterday. Our hangover has disappeared. Sorry. Bit of an added bonus in this video because we're actually back down at Porsche Brighton on Sunday, and we've got a Cars and Coffee event down here. We're back out in the RWB, sat next to a very nice modified 964. Haven't seen this car floating around either much. Lovely Vans header on the windscreen. And this has actually got the Magnus Walker 1552 wheels. It looks like it's almost like an apple green colour as well, so that might be the second of these cars we've seen over the weekend. That is a beauty. Magnus Walker decal on the window probably gives away the wheels. This is Jed's freshly restored 1977 930. It is actually upgraded a little bit, so it's a 3.3 litre, not a 3. It's had some upgrades over the time. That dial on the turbo looks fantastic. Fresh paint, non-sunroof car. It's got the vintage Wildtail as well that the 3 litres had. This has also had the electric air conditioning system installed as well, so this will be ice cold. We should probably also mention this is paint to sample. We're going to take a look at these seats in this 3.8 GT3 911. Look at these. These are epic. Now this is what we tried to film yesterday. This is a heavily modified GT3. I think it's got the MR suspension pack on it. BBS wheels.
But no, that was actually
GT, I think it's one of the GT Cup racing wings. Lovely paintwork. That green. White roll cage inside. That is definitely a piece of me, that is. I was fooled. It's not paint, it's a wrap. Look at that. Sport classic. This modified 964 is very much like Tom's spec used to be. This will be slate grey, 1552 Magnus Walker wheels. It's got a little ducktail on the rear. Tom's was like that. Oh look, nice little outlaw badge on the back there. See if I can step out of the shadow. There we go. Yeah, very much a spec like Tom's used to be in the Middle East, but he's now modified the hell out of his. Little Boxster rolling in. That engine note sounds nice as well. Very nice. That's it, we're heading home. We have had enough. We've had an absolute blast at Sports Car Together Day. Brilliant. And I've got to say, Porsche Brighton here do one of the best Porsche Cars and Coffee events ever here in Melbourne. Like the layout that they've got here, the donuts and the coffee. Porsche Brighton really put on a hell of a show. I think Porsche Melbourne yesterday probably knocked it out the park with the Sports Car Together Day, but Porsche Brighton have done an absolute cracking Sunday morning. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you later, guys. See ya.